Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Purnima Voria. I am the founder and CEO of the National US-India Chamber of Commerce that promotes bilateral trade between the United States and India. Our Asia headquarters are in India, in Jaipur, Rajasthan, and global headquarters are in Denver, Colorado, United States. Small and medium-sized and large corporations is who we serve through our business relationships that often results in business deals. I have also been an advisor to United States Secretary of Commerce for MBDA during the Obama administration for almost 10 years. MBDA is a federal agency to shape the future and policy programs of 7.8 million minority businesses, which is $1 trillion economy of US. Over the past 15 years, we have grown to approximately 10,000 members across the wide spectrum of industries. We have connected companies globally with visionary businesses and government leaders and accelerated trade and investments in the US, India, and other countries. Thank you for having me, and I look forward to a lively discussion today. Well, let me tell you very frankly, it is going to be significant. Indian Americans are becoming more and more important to the US economy and US relationship. Indian Americans are the very significant voting bloc, I must say, because we are the top 5% in the nations where it comes to investments, savings, and whatnot. We are a very educated class. That also makes a difference. We influence politics a lot lately with one senator in the Senate, several other Senate congressmen in House of Representatives. So Indian Americans, because of being very politically active, running for offices, we do have a say-so in US elections. I must say that Indian Americans are poised to play a major role, and not just in every state, but even in the battleground states. Indian Americans are very densely populated in New York, in Houston, in Chicago, in several other states. So we are almost 1% or a little bit higher of the US population. So this kind of voting segment is very, very important to United States. And you will see that in just a day or two when we are counting our votes and when many of these things are going to become crystal clear. Well, let me tell you one thing. That is a very, very important, significant happening that just happened before elections, very timely. And I must say that every country in the world is going to revise their foreign policy now. Why? Because we are living in an uncertain world. And countries' foreign policy is going to make a difference in their national security, in their economic policies, in cooperations with other nations, and so forth. So it is very important, especially during COVID. We learned a lot of lessons. And over the last 2 decades, bilateral relationship between India and US has also grown very substantially and significantly, I must say. And accompanying comfort levels today that enables us to engage in business more comfortably, more intensely, and also because we are talking about matters that concerns the national security of both the nations and the bordering regions near India. It is a relationship that is going to be defining the 21st century, not just in one particular thing or the other, but overall as a whole. India is very important to the world, not just the United States. I feel that it's very clearly stated by both the leaders, by President Trump as well as Prime Minister Modi, that this is their priority. When leaders make something a priority, it becomes very important. So I must say that that is going to have a very different relationship as Secretary Pompeo was just in India and our Honorable Rajnath Singh ji. Both of them met and defined what are the areas of cooperation in defense, aerospace, in national security, whether it's military, navy, or air force. These regional and global challenges all the countries are going to face together, and they are going to also affect the economic changes, which is going to relate to China and other parts of the country. Now, are we discussing this of working together, and thought that Chinese Communist Party um, is really this significant topic of conversation is going to be very productive and fruitful, because this not only affects our national security but also supply chains, and when we see China becoming more and more powerful, whether it's in defense, or whether having their own IMF, or controlling the global markets and supply chains, has to be addressed, and it is very timely that the leaders of the world are talking about it. COVID certainly has triggered this, because the entire world and its mere existence has been threatened. So it's not just the wars, it's biological wars, and other things are very significant too. That's $1 million question. I would say President Trump, because post COVID, if you look at it, and seriously, two things happened. One, unemployment in the United States was at its lowest in last 70 years. Number two, stock market was at its highest. Now, then came COVID. Nobody knew what was going to happen. Prime Minister Modi handled it very well when he was the first one to lock down the entire country and take care of this pandemic in the best way he knew how. But because of the labor class then moving in hundreds and thousands, really affected in a very adverse way to India, and then hell broke loose and everybody was getting affected, and now we are at a rise. But the good part about India is the mortality rate. I think Prime Minister Modi has controlled that very well, and he needs to be congratulated for this. Where it comes to United States, again, as I said, nobody knew what was going to happen. It is not good to panic the country, and that is exactly the reason why President Trump kind of kept a lid at it. It wasn't to hide things, but it was actually, as a leader, you don't want your countrymen or to panic. You want your citizens to be safe, to be informed and educated. And he was doing all that, and he's still coming very close to getting a virus in control with all the necessary research that are being done, and everyone is working very hard. It has become a competition among the world, among various countries, who comes up with this first, because they are going to it's going to play a significant role in, I might say, very big sales as well for that country. Now, with that message, I would say on 2+2, this is I hope this is going to enhance our relationship, not just in bordering countries and taking care of the national security, but I think it's going to play a significant role in various things. For example, when we are talking about doing business, significant business opportunities are going to emerge. We are going to capture the world markets and supply chains and so forth, because India is a hub in Asia from distribution point of view. So manufacturing and Atmanirbhar Bharat is going to really kick off at the right time and make a significant difference, because manufacturing is in defense is going to increase, job creation is going to happen, make in India is going to play a significant role. And I believe we have received a major contribution of foreign direct investment in India in the during COVID time, which is a very big surprise, which tells me that our country is being trusted by the world. And they believe in our leader, Prime Minister Modi ji. Hats off to him, because that kind of respect in the world, in the global economy or global countries, we never had that. I am glad that I'm seeing that in my lifetime, and I congratulate Modi ji for that. Well, I would say that again, joint venture opportunities are going to play significant role. We need to enhance and grab that opportunity while the timing is right, because it is going to make a dent. India wants to be a $5 trillion economy, and I see that happening. It's not just a dream; it's a reality, and it's going to be unfolded very soon through these incentives that Prime Minister Modi has presented to all of us, whether it's in the United States or in India. For example, just in AI, it's a $883 million opportunity by 2023. So, just one area of opportunity, if can talk about, you can think that how many more opportunities are going to be there. I think Make in India should become the big banner for India in marketing India to the world, because I think we need to take over China from manufacturing point of view. Now, let me tell you that during COVID, we all have to be safe. First of all, stay home, stay safe, wear a N95 mask, and just make sure that you are exercising, brisk walk, yoga. Keep your lungs extremely healthy and pumping, because that can help you fight with COVID. Also, drink all the things that India recommends, whether it's a curcumin, whether drinking healthy milk with black pepper, and so forth. But most of all, one must keep themselves alive and safe at this time. Please don't take it lightly. This is a virus which is unknown and is a deadly virus. Just when you think you had COVID and you're safe, no, second time around when it's going to hit really hard. So please, I request you, stay alive, maintain a 6 feet distance, and make sure that you're wearing masks whenever you go out. It doesn't matter even if it's for 5 minutes. And also, take care of your family, stay together, take care of each other. This is a precious moment, which we are fortunate that we are alive. Many of us, my heart goes out to those families. They were not able to do so. The American president himself has described Modi ji as his best friend. And I think Modi ji is the world's best friend. But United States acknowledging is very significant. We shouldn't take it lightly. Presidential elections going to be held in America. And again, we did already talked about what impact it is going to make for India. The the relationship, economic or international relations, are going to be cemented even further, because India is going to lead the 21st century. So it's very important that we have this relationship going, because it is going to define our future as well in India. I feel that there is going to be more trade and investment opportunities continuously, and a lot of jobs are going to be created. So I think it's going to be very good. I think their relationship is defined by Howdy Modi, where 50,000 people were there in Houston, and President Trump was introduced by Prime Minister Modi as when he was introducing us Indians. He said, "This is my family. They love you, and up ki bar Trump Sarkar." So it was very cute, very unexpected. I didn't expect our country and our leader to give it away this bluntly. But I think it was a very good move, which was well received. And when President Trump went to India, and I was there, I witnessed in Namaste Trump what kind of significant relationship developed. This was, again, not just a handshake. This was a very long term relationship that President Trump and Prime Minister Modi developed. And again, this is very good for our nation. Trump is elected to make America great again, not India. So let's get this straight. Then it's the position of President Trump is he says if Indians come here to take the IT jobs or what have you, they should be paid the same amount that the Americans are paid. What that is going to do is it's going to narrow the gap between what Indians are paid and what Americans are paid. So it's a good thing. I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a good thing.